and welcome to the space. My name is Beatrice Opoku-Asare. Today I wanted to share about how to land a job without the experience, especially if you're right out of college or you're just entering the workforce, or sometimes you may even be trying to just change industries or careers. So I'm going to share 3 tips on that today. These are really based on my own experiences and what I've observed and learned over the years. So the first tip that I wanted to share is that focus on who you are, and what is unique about you. Sometimes we overrate experience over uniqueness in our own minds. But the best interviews that I have had are the ones with people who, believed in something, or they had unique, um, you know, um, skills that they shared. So sometimes you may be somebody who is really good at bringing people along. You're good at connecting with people. You're a good communicator. You're reliable. You're empathetic. um, these are your good problem solver, and these are skills that it's difficult to teach people. So if it comes to you naturally, and maybe people have given you feedback that you're really good at it, or you just know that you can thrive in any situation. You're resilient, because of your how you because of your upbringing. Highlight some of those things, not just in your resume, but when you get the opportunity to interview for a role. So that's the first thing. The second one that I wanted to highlight, the second tip, is that highlight experiences that may not even be work related, right? So, have you volunteered in your community, at your local church? Have you done some, project management, at school? Or did you take, were you doing some roles at school? For instance, maybe you were the treasurer of the, student representative council, or you were the leader of your study group, or you were the class president. Whatever experiences that you can use to highlight some of your skills, and how you thrived in those roles are always beneficial. I recently saw an article where somebody said that, you know, being a mom is a job. Like, it's a full time job, right? So, being a student is a full time job. So, how did you navigate the challenges of working with people in your study group who would not listen to you or would not do their share of the work? Things like that, come across, can replace quickly work experiences, because they are relevant in the workplace as well. So that's the second one. So first one, show your uniqueness. Focus on who you are, and your key strengths. Highlight your non work related experiences, like volunteering opportunities and internships, and just other experiences that you may have. And then lastly, show your confidence. People underrate the power of how confident you are in yourself, and how you believe in yourself. That, I may not have 5 years of experience, but, as a student for 4 years, and, navigating campus, leaving my home, and, traveling all the way to a place where I didn't know anybody, and being able to navigate that as a class president, or, all those things, have given me a really good understanding of how to work with people, and this is how I do it. So, you know, I would say spend time to clarify, who you are and what you bring to the table. Because it also, once you know those things, it gives you confidence. An example is, let's say you're very reliable, and you're reliable, you're talking about it. It comes across, and people can, see that, no, I want somebody who is reliable on my team. and you will be selected for that role. So spend time to clarify some of your strengths. Secondly, I would say, just really believe in yourself. Trust me. Character is sometimes, is as equally important as experience, and sometimes even more important than experience. Um, there are leaders who people do not want to be around. They are, people who have 15 years of experience who, when they leave an organization, nobody calls them and to check up on them. And there are people who just have 2 years of experience, and then when they leave the business, people miss them and people still stay in touch with them. And so, do not underrate, what the character that you're bringing, to the table, because those are really difficult to teach. Integrity is difficult to teach. Inclusion, your values, all those are really difficult to teach. And so, do not underrate the power of, character. And I would say, continue to build your knowledge. Read as much as you can, talk to people, find a mentor or a coach, and continue to build your own knowledge on the industries you want to go into, improving some of your own skills, and just sharpen your knowledge and your skills in whilst you wait for that right opportunity. And so, I hope that these 3 tips help you. And, lastly, I would say do not give up. Everybody has been in this situation before. And so even when you're interviewing, tap into that. Remind people that they got a first break. They have been in a situation where they didn't have any experience and they were just hoping somebody would take a chance on them and give them that first break. So take interviewers back to, their own frustrations when they didn't have experience, and tap into that to see if, they will be open to, just giving you a chance because they remember how difficult it was not to have experiences and trying to get that break. So all the best with your job search. If you do have any other tips on, how you landed your first job or your first, role, please share them in the comments below. And thank you for joining this space.